Does Wild God leave me happier than before I listened to it? That's going to be the question that I answer in today's album review. We checked the mic is good. We got the camera out of the way. The Song of the Lake is the opener, and it really threw me for a loop, which is kind of a great introduction for such a confounding record or project like Wild God from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. 18 albums deep. What can the Bad Seeds and Nicky do that they haven't already done before? Much like most of Cave's work, this is not immediately accessible in any shape or form. But with its truly joyous and rapturous, swelling sounds, it's got an odd shape to be an earworm. But if you are open to it, I think that this earworm can kind of infect you a little bit. Wild God recalls highlights of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I never thought those words would come out of my mouth in relation to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, but I'm glad that it's happening here in 2024. And a Prius bird? X-Men? Yeah, I dig Lazarus, dig it. Oh man, I'm not corny at all. Wild God is the poppiest of the songs, the title track, even as it soars to very weird territory, but I kind of am hearing like shades and notes from Moby's 1996 work, particularly when he scored part of the 1996 Scream film. And also, I don't know why I feel the need to say this here, but glue. Excuse me for a minute. I gotta drink some cotton candy Faygo. Please sponsor me. You know, I know Nick Cave and the Bad Seed fans, they're all juggalos. Every single one of us. Faygo. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, it's so good. So good. Frogs, the song, is joy. Frogs equals joy. That's it. That is my description of Frogs. Pure, unadulterated joy. And sonically, it's like Love Reign Over Me by The Who, if it were more artistic and weird, like if it took an artistic torch and became something else. Well, shit. If Frogs is joy, then what is the next song, which is called Joy, the fourth track on Wild God? Well, it takes a more talky and eerie vibe, which is a nice change, because like this album's been kind of uppity and like, oh, God and girls are great. And now we're getting some creepy, darker stuff with joy. It's a tale of nighttime, not a mission, but visitors from the 27th dimension, and yet even with the scary creatures sneaking up in Nicky's bedrooms, his bedroom. He's got a little narrow bed. The visuals are astounding in the lyrics. We still end up, even on this very weird, creepy song, we still end up with a lot of happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh! Each of the 10 chapters of this Wild God book have a visitor and then a pleasant emotion after the visit. A platitude that is most well executed on the song Final Rescue Attempt, a song that stays weird and ponderous, kind of like in the scary vein of Joy, but lifts its back tail to show again happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. And it's one of the multiple songs that can be considered a highlight of Wild God by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Conversion brings in Conversion brings in Genesis-like bombast, and the first 2 minutes and 28 seconds are subdued and mellow, and then whoosh, you're drenched in an ocean of water bursting forth out of the bad seeds, and Nikki, and goodness, does it feel refreshing and fast pace even. And this is the first time that we've had this in a very, very long while in the discography of Nick Cave's and the Bad Seeds. Conversion is a much stronger and varied track than Final Rescue Attempt, which was my previous highlight, but this is it. Screaming, there's screaming vocals, there's earth-shattering, loving beauty. Check this one out if you've got 5 minutes. Please, please, please. There's screaming, there's bloodlust, there's God and women and sex and apparel. I think that's what my notes say there. Apparel. There is a women's apparel in this track. I think there's women in peril in this track as well. Cinnamon Horses shows us a person that spews optimism, but painfully realizes that perhaps optimism does not smooth out the headaches, the problems in life when they come. And again, very emotional waves crashing into your ear face, and it's extremely dramatic to the umpteenth degree. As WildGod wraps up with Long Dark Night, oh wow wow, oh wow wow, ooh wow wow, ooh wow wow, ooh wow wow, wow wow wow, and how wonderful she is as the water covers the sea. The lyrical personality stays with God, but adds women to the mix a lot more on these last few tracks. Also combining both of those themes, women and God, just wrapping them up in one warm love. And I've never heard another album kind of even attempt to do this narrative theme before. It's pretty incredible if you're in the mood for it. If you're in a spiritual and thoughtful place in life and you don't mind taking some time with a lovely album about God, about women, the interconnectivity of those two things, and heartbreak and joy, and just combining all of that into one narrative theme, you could get a lot out of this album by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. This 4 out of 5 rock and roll gospel album, yes, it definitely left me happier than before I heard it, and more curious.